students, welcome to part 10 of chapter 3. Today we are going to study about chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now, why did Mendel's work remain unnoticed till 19th century? Mendel's work remained unrecognized till 19th century because he was using concepts of mathematics to explain his work. He used the Punnett square, he used a lot of mathematical and statistical concepts, and it was not accepted by his contemporaries. Communication was not easy in those days, so he couldn't get his work published on a bigger scale. Also, his few concepts like factors, alleles were not accepted by his contemporaries. Then how did Mendel's work got recommended finally? It was in 19th century there were three scientists, Hugo de Vries from Holland, Karl Correns from Germany and Erich Schmarck from Austria. They were working independently and they rediscovered work of Mendel and they were really surprised with a shock. What wonderful work Mendel had done. And then de Vries from Holland, he was the person who published Mendel's work in a journal called as Flora. During these years, mitosis, meiosis concepts, chromosomes concepts were discovered, and now people started realizing the great work of Mendel. One of the scientists, or rather we will say two scientists, came forward and they also applauded for the work Mendel done. They proposed a theory of chromosomal theory of inheritance. Their name was Walter Sutton and Theodore Boveri. Walter Sutton and Theodore Boveri in the year 1902 proposed the theory of chromosomal theory of inheritance. By this time, nucleus was discovered, chromosomes were discovered, and these people, Sutton and Boveri, they were working on chromosomes. They noted that the behavior of chromosome was parallel or similar to the movement of genes during meiosis and mitosis. They compared it with the work of Mendel and they saw that what Mendel was explaining related to alleles, factors, segregation, all was true. They found that chromosomes, like genes, occur in a pair. Genes have specific loci on chromosome. So what did they conclude? What did they found? That chromosomes always occur in a pair and genes are present, pair of genes we can say are present on a homologous chromosomes, and pair of gene which are representing for a same trait are called as allele. So allelic pair are present on homologous chromosome. One is paternal, one is maternal. The two alleles of a trait are placed on homologous chromosomes. And if you remember, Mendel had said the same things, only the terms used by Mendel were different. He used the term factors. He said that factors, a pair of factors, that is allele, are representing a trait, right? Later, they also proposed that chromosomes lead to segregation, and during meiosis, after segregation is occurring, they will later assort independently. Exactly similar thing was told by Mendel. Only the thing he used the term was factor. He proposed the law of segregation. He proposed the law of independent assortment. Two important laws were proposed by Mendel based on the same concepts. And Sutton and Boveri again stated that yes, chromosomes, these are the two pair of chromosomes. Initially they are a pair. They are having genes on similar loci. For a single trait, pair of genes are present called as allele on the same loci. These chromosomes, one is paternal, one is maternal. Sutton and Boveri found that they segregate, they separate during meiosis. Again, later on they assort independently, and after fertilization, the number of chromosome is restored to diploidy, right? So you can see in this picture, for example, Mendel's factors, and here chromosomes were proposed by Sutton and Boveri. What did Mendel say? Factor. He said that factor A, factor B, factor capital A, capital small a. Here they are proposing about chromosomes. Mendel proposed that these factors are segregating from each other during meiosis. Same thing Sutton and Boveri is proposing, that chromosomes are segregating from each other. Later Mendel proposed factors are independently assorting to form gametes during F2 generation. Same thing was proposed by Sutton and Boveri, that these chromosomes they segregate from each other and during gamete formation they assort independently. Thus, this was the chromosomal theory of inheritance. They literally applauded the work of Mendel and they also supported, yes, Mendel, whatever was saying is almost correct. And this was the work done on chromosomes. So, this theory proposed by Sutton and Boveri is called as chromosomal theory of inheritance. Now, in next lecture, I will teach you about ploidy. Thank you.